Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rashida Silvertree. Today's topic is about choices and how you should allow people to choose how they want to treat you. For a long time, I used to believe that you teach people how to treat you. But when you're teaching people how to treat you, meaning close friends, coworkers, lovers, frenemies, coworkers, family, girlfriends, boyfriends, best friends, all people from all across the board that you have some type of rapport with. The most important thing, what I've learned from that, and this is very important, is that when we enforce people to treat us a certain way, they only treat us how we want to be treated out of obligation. And when people are mandated or forced to treat you with respect, kindness, loyalty, compassion, patience, that doesn't last very long. It's a role that they obliged to play. Like, fine. You want to keep this relationship going, and I want to keep this relationship going. So this means that I have to treat you with respect, or I have to show a little bit more patience, or I have to show kindness or compassion or loyalty to you. Then that's what I'll do. But if it's not in an individual's true nature to be that way, and you enforce it by threatening with an ultimatum, you're going to lose regardless. Allow people to choose how they want to treat you so that the truth of their intentions are revealed. Stop listing off, this is what I need from you, this is what I need from you, this is what I want from you, this is what I need, this is what I want, I, me. Stop, slow down, and allow the person to demonstrate through their actions, through their words, and through their engagement with you. Allow them to show you through choice. We, again, underestimate the power of choice. We make choices all the time on how we respond or how we react with the reality that we are engaged with on a day-to-day basis. It's something that I'm learning now. Allow people to choose. Okay, they want to be disrespectful. They want to choose to be disrespectful. Allow them. Let them. Oh, they want to choose to be dishonest. Allow them to do that. Let them make that choice. Oh, they want to choose to be a tyrant, or choose to be hurtful, or choose to be disloyal or judgmental towards you. Allow them to be that, so that you can make the choice you need to be better and do better, and to put yourself in a better position, in a better connection, in a better rapport. A lot of the time we're always so focused on our idea, our ideal person, our ideal friendship, our ideal partnership, our ideal marriage, our ideal work environment. And you have to understand, all these things have their own energy vortex, their own purpose, their own lessons, their own patterns and behaviors. It's not your job. Do not make it your job to force how you conduct yourself on other people. You can only be an example by how you choose to engage with other people and with others and with your environment. Right? That's something I'm learning. I've learned it professionally, meaning if I am with a corporation, sign a contract, right, or a business of some kind, sign a contract, it's not my job. I can make, comments or go to the director or executive director or the supervisor or manager about concerns I have, professional concerns that I have regarding my role and what I'm playing, or how everyone's engaging with me, or how I'm engaging with certain situations or projects. That's I feel like is legit. But if something is not in alignment of your core values, of your core belief system, of your paradigm, you will lose yourself trying to force something. It's almost like I see that little cute little game that when you're toddlers, parents will always get this, right? It helps motor skills and it helps a plethora of different skill set when you're growing, right? 2 3-year-olds will play this little game, or 1 to 3-year-olds will play this game where you fit a shape through the hole that fits the shape. So you'll have a sphere, you'll have a pyramid, you'll have a cube, right? You have an oval, maybe a star, and you place those shapes and you see what doesn't fit and you realize what fits, right? And so that's kind of like what I'm saying is, if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Don't force people to be what is unnatural to them. Some people are at where they're at. You must accept. And I'm telling, if I'm saying you, it's really me I'm saying. All of my videos are just, all these messages are just kind reminders to myself too. This isn't me like talking down on anybody. I'm having a human experience just like you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on a pedestal. Do not put me on a pedestal. I am flawed just like everybody else. We all have had moments where we are unkind or lack compassion, or we're judgmental or disloyal, or just we all have had this in our seasons of life throughout our lives. But when you find yourself outgrowing certain paradigms, you make a choice, right? You say, you know what, I want to become more kind, or I want to become more respectful. I want to become more compassionate. I want to display more loyalty to people that I love and want and desire to support. It's a choice. You make that individual choice. And the people that you have a rapport with may not be in that space to make that choice. They just might not. You're just there as a beacon of light to guide them and to gently remind them of their true nature. Not the result or manifestation of their wounds and traumatic childhood experience. A lot of us are reliving our traumas from things that have happened to us. Right? So again, be very, very careful, especially when it comes to dating. There's a huge shift going on globally, okay, with the rise of the matriarch. We predominantly live in a patriarchal world, a patriarchal reality. This is not pinning men against women, women against men. No. It is an energy. It is an essence. And it's something is happening globally. And luckily, the upside of having digital access is that we're all sharing said experiences of this shift, which is very profound, right? Women aren't rushing to the altar like they used to. Women aren't women are investing in their money. They're investing in their future. They're investing in their education, right? It's different culture, different society. People are choosing. And when you choose, it opens up or closes off certain things. Nothing is either nothing's bad nor good. It is just consequence. Consequences are the only thing that truly exists. That's the only thing. We label things bad or good by how it makes us feel and how it affects other people, which you need that, right? We need some kind of compass. But choices and consequences go hand in hand. And so stop making this long list, my dear women and men, of what you want. This is what I need from you. And it happens a lot in marriages and long-term committed relationships between men and women, and also, men and men, women and women. But all relationships, modern day relationships, we're getting like, there's a whole, mental health boom where people are becoming more conscious and aware of mental health. And I'm seeing this change even in the Black community, which is amazing. Finally, we're taking mental health and mental well-being seriously. But, I'm trying to say is you have to be very careful when you list off all these. Oh yes, I know what I was gonna say. It's like in these marriages, you'll like a couple will reach a 5-year mark, or a 7-year mark, or a 10-year mark, or 15-year mark, and they decide to, work through their unresolved issues through therapy. And the therapist will say, okay, list off your needs. Okay, list off your needs. All right. And it's a lot more in depth than that, obviously. I'm just using it as a simple example. And it's like the person makes themselves become something that they're not. When people are not ready to evolve or to shift or to transform into a different space of being and existing and engaging, it just bites everybody in the ass at the end of the day. If an unkind person isn't ready to be kind, they're never going to be ready at that moment. Not to say that they won't change, but then don't compromise yourself to agree to be with an unkind person. Does that make sense? Like, people have a right to choose. I think the worst thing in the world is to beg someone to become something that they're not, so that you could be happy, so that you can profit off of this fairy tale that you create in your mind. And that's a big problem with monogamous romantic relationships, is that you build narratives, you build false narratives of the other person because there's something in that person that's within yourself that you find attractive. It's subconscious. It's not really that person is nice. It's because you're nice and you're attracted to nice. It's not because that person's attractive or sexually attractive. It's because you find yourself that way, and and so you're pulled to people who give off that same energy, or someone who's naturally confident. It's like, well, and sometimes we go after what we lack. We go after people and connections where it's a strength for them and a weakness for us. Like someone who's shy wants to be around someone who's confident. Someone who is arrogant wants to be around someone who's a little bit humble, right? Someone who is ambitious, or I should say someone who's a little lost, right, or confused, wants to be around someone who's focused and ambitious. So, allow people to choose how they want to treat you so that they can reveal their true intentions. For example, you go on a first date with somebody, okay? Man or woman, doesn't matter. And you guys are in the phase of your date where you start opening up about your childhood. You start opening up about, what you think the role of a man or woman should be, or the roles in the relationship, or finances. And they say something that's completely disrespectful. That would be disrespectful to anybody. What are you going to do? Hey, that was disrespectful. Maybe you need to do this. Or do you allow them to continue to just spill the beans on themselves? And I'm learning it's better to be the observer than the over intellectual analytical person who has to put someone back in their place. Let people show you who they are. Listen, be patient. Let them dig their hole and fall in it. I'm sorry. I think it's a waste of time. I'm not sorry, but I think it's a waste of time to, confront people on who they are. You don't have to like anybody. You know what I'm saying? You have to choose. Hey, should I continue this connection? Should I continue this conversation? Should I continue to engage with this energy? Should I limit? Should I set up stronger boundaries with this energy, with this person? You know what I'm saying? And I think once you establish such a deeper rapport with somebody, that's when true friendship lies, where you can be more open and confrontational in a loving way and say, hey, I have a concern about something. This is what you're saying. This is how it's making me feel. But only I think that's appropriate when you really, really know someone and they really, really know you. But that's all I wanted to share. Just a kind reminder, try this is a different approach when dealing with opposing energies. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and then you make the choice to continue to engage with that energy. Allow the energy to just be. Allow it to be. Allow things to be what they are. Don't go running around with the narrative of how you wish them to be, because that can really set you up for failure and for sadness and suffering. I've done it. I've created whole narratives around people of how this person should be, how this person will respond and engage and react, and they would do the absolute opposite. The absolute opposite. Just say, oh, that's your belief? You truly feel that way? Okay. And then move on. And only then, when they become inquisitive, oh, hey, I haven't heard from you. Or, hey, what's up? Were you offended by what I said? Then you have a choice to be open and, have a conversation or move on. You're not obligated to anybody. No one's obligated to you unless you are a parent. Swear to God. Unless you have a child, then yeah, you are obligated. I'm sorry. That is an obligation, and it's mandatory to be supportive and to be present. But other than that, you're not obligated at all. I don't think that's running away. I think that's a form of protecting yourself. That's vetting. That's using discernment. That's allowing things to be as they are and not how you wish them to be. There's a powerful thing with this, with presence, if you will. Allow people to be who they are. Truly. If they want to bask in a certain low frequency, let them. Let them choose to stay there or choose to go with you. Or choose to go somewhere else. Don't enforce people to become something they're not ready to be. We've done it with ourselves, we force ourselves to be or feel or become something we had no business or not even ready to be. And we force ourselves, and then it's like we're fake. We don't feel like we're our authentic self because we're living out a narrative, a story we built or someone else built for us. That's all I wanted to share. I hope this message finds you well and whole. Let me know what you think. I'm always open to different perspectives, not just my own. That's why I have the comment section open. So, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to expand your consciousness, to embrace supreme loving guidance, and to evolve your human being. Thank you.